Granblue. Look at that geese though.
Yo,
Gundam.
The Gundam geek? I forgot what the blue one's called. Damn. Someone in the chat let me know. Goof? Is it like Goof or something? I forgot. It's with a G.
It's like, oh no, it is Goof. It is Goof. I'm thinking Geef. The Goof Geef.
Goof geek. Get scooped though. Oh, you in the curry.
Alright.
There's no button check, baby. We in this.
Okay, so yeah. A lot of times they say, you know, Zangief players have a little bit easier time online.
Make it happen, right?
Yeah, but you see, Eli being really safe, trying to stick out that round, that sweep, and just keeping my bay. Oh my gosh!
Crush, reset, bear grab. We're in.
Now it begins. All right, Trigger, gotta respect this. Okay. All right. Ooh.
Oh, he made the fireball. Doesn't matter. Eli the Curry gets the throw.
Oh my God, we got him. In the dirt. That's enough.
You saw Stupendous spinning that stick super hard just to get that win. Man, say, I come closer. I got something to say to you, bro.
And I like what he did before that. He saw that Stupendous was going for the headbutts on the lightning. He put in the extra hits. He was able to get his knockdown, but then he pressed the advantage, wanting to use more of that V trigger opportunity, but probably would have been wise to back off and go back to the pokes like that. Oh, reset. Again.
Downhead. Universal spinning, active spinning. I think that's not a bad idea in this match. To stem the pressure, back throw, and now look at where he's at. He's put Eli the Curry in the corner. That's so good because you've eliminated what makes Laura so strong. The robbery factor, the V-trigger factor.
That's true.
Get got by.
That's true, however, it does still leave her, it bought her a lot of space. She was cornered because of that back throw. Now she's able to take a few steps forward, kind of get more space, still at a disadvantage space-wise, but it's enough for her to move in and out. It's enough for her to press buttons. Oh, what a tech.
I will check that every day.
Yeah.
Trying to make something happen, but you don't want to overextend too much here, right? You've got the health lead, and I like the way that Eli the Curry is working his way. He's only got hit a few times. Be reversal with a great life. This is kind of lame play, and it's allowing him to just kind of pick away, which is smart because we saw what happened last time. He ran right into the super. That was a done deal. Oh man, he's running right into it. To pin his dash up for the SPD.
Tried to jump up. He gets SPD again, then gets hit going up. And now just 10 seconds left on the clock, and he lost the life lead. He's gonna have to do something big here. He's gonna have to risk it. Anti-air's on point. 4 seconds. What's the mix?
Oh, ran right into it. Eli the Curry. Unfortunately, you saw the movement right into it. And to be honest, it was 2 seconds on the clock. What could he have done?
Well, I think he was trying to do dash in command grab, and so the spin there, the start above it, obviously made it so he couldn't get grabbed and did the damage that he needed. Like really, the only thing that would have made it and done enough damage right there would have been command grab. So I think that's what he was going for.
Yeah, I mean even then, like man, if the command grab has to be guts to go through the animation, I would assume the seconds might get caught, but hey, you gotta make something happen, right?
Yep.
Oh, yo, he's Stupendous. Took off the wing. He's in hardcore. He's in try-hard mode right now. He wants to win. He wants to make a statement. That's how you know someone online is doing their best. When you take off the costume code, they're like, "Look, I'm flexing on you right now."
He's playing. He's showing him visually with the character that he's going to be playing a grounded game. And as soon as I say that, he jumps in.
You proved you wrong. He was like, "Listen, man."
That was the mix-up. He wanted us to think. He wanted us to think that he wasn't going to jump, and that's why it worked. No.
All this is working out.
Oh man, Eli the Curry with some interesting drops here.
Yeah, we saw before a command grab that was dropped, and we saw Stupendous answer back. You saw a few drop combos and confirms, and Stupendous just running this game, and it's kind of put the reverse on Eli the Curry. Like it's almost a little bit too lame, and Stupendous is taking advantage of that. There
we go. That's what that's supposed to look like. Stupendous though, great job by him though. Every time that Eli's messed up, he's capitalized with the proper punish. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love that lariat.
Good matchup knowledge too to just get right to the fireball. That's probably a pain point for Zangief.
Yeah, and if Eli would have waited a little longer, he could have just gone in underneath and punished the lariat, but he went at the same window that he needed to dodge the lightning bolt.
A few hits here and there into the super. We saw this before, right? Like why did he have the meter? He was like, I can just win off a combo and a super. Eli the Curry has to recognize that.
I swear to God, if he's looking for a sweep to confirm, I'll lose my mind.
Don't do it. Do the smart stuff. But you see the range that they're both playing at is like, it's so dangerous because Eli the Curry is trying to peck away. You know, that kind of worked out for Spinnis. Like, man, get too close to me. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's fine. If Eli holds the line, literally holds the line right there.
Oh, but see, that's the problem. It's so hard to hold it when the big suck comes out. And the S of the C8 flavor, that's not enough to kill it. It's a lot of damage.
Thank God for scaling.
But see, this is great. Because Stupendous can play lane now. He can back off 14 seconds, 13 seconds.
Oh my God!
And this man has switched gears back and forth. Yo, flip mode.
The SPD through the lightning. Oh, he got to confirm. And what a steal. Eli the Curry. First B skill we've seen from him. And he pulled it right at the right moment.
Run the clutch, baby. I love that. Eli the Curry said, you know what? I see that you see the seconds on the clock is not enough. I'm going in anyway. I'm going to make it happen. And now, Eli the Curry with that pressure off the GX. Yes, sir.
He's feeling the flow. Oh.
This is a risky style. I mean, this is a back and forth between both players. It's a risky style. Oh, no, that's a punish. SPD. He even kicks out.
All right, great backdash.
Armor all day, baby. I'm not taking any of that for zero personal. You guys wanting to spin it because look at how much health Spinnis does not have.
Oh, the juice.
But again, deep though.
He's playing so aggressive right now.
Meaty, stuck, super.
Oh,
that's gonna do it right there. Yes, sir. Whew. It's the damage of Geef. All right, I believe in it every single time.
Yeah, he did a couple less hits that time, so yeah, less scaling, and that's going to be the game 2-0 for Stupendous. That was in fact some stupendous Geef play. He'll be moving on in the winners. Eli the Curry will still be in here on the loser side. We'll see him a bit later.
Yeah, he's not out yet. Eli the Curry, I like the idea. All right, I like the idea of playing lane because I mean, obviously you do not want to overextend against Geef.
Right.
And the mid-range game was working out. It's just that you have to be able to check the Geef dashing. You have to be able to deal with the V trigger because you know that's why Stupendous has that, right? He's like, cool, I'm gonna activate off the standing heavy punch and then I'm gonna get the big suck going. The Hoover, I'm gonna hit that on high and you're coming towards me, and then you have to deal with that pressure, and then you know you have to spend V bar, and then you don't get to play the game that Laura plays.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting to see, like, you know, he had that great comeback. 2 seconds left on the clock in that round, and then he turned on the heat. He kept trying to keep and roll with his momentum, but even once he did start out that round and get a bunch of damage and get Stupendous in the corner, would have liked to see him then go back to the lane. He was just like, he was either doing one or the other, and he needed to be able to mix between the two, I think, to keep Stupendous at bay, keep Stupendous guessing. But once Stupendous sees, like, oh, okay, you trying to mix me, dog? All right, watch this.
let me put the mix on you, bro.
Give you a hug.
Let me put that mix on you, bro. Like, what was really also good is like you just said, like Stupendous put the mix on him, and Stupendous being able to switch gears from lame to aggressive is super important. I think that's an important piece of having like a strong game plan, right? Being able to switch modes back and forth, like on a dime, because that's going to make it so people like are like, what am I supposed to do to this? Like, especially when you have a character like Geef, like you dash up with Geef, that's a horror show right there. That's a don't go in there.
But let's not the he gonna kill you. But
he gonna kill you. Like you
let's not
discredit. He gonna kill you.
But there were like a few key moments though to just really show how knowledgeable Stupendous is with his character, and in those matchups, you know, the one with the lariat right in time to catch that dash in and dodge the lightning, that was brilliant. The SPD to go through the lightning, like who's gonna sit there and be like, you know what, this is actually going to grab you and I'm gonna be invincible through your lightning. Like the spacing, the timing, just nobody saw that coming, especially not Eli. So
yeah, I mean, you gotta have that matchup knowledge, right?
Yeah.
You gotta have those ideas in your head. You gotta get the big thinkums going, because like you said, you want to take the pressure from that character. So you know,
and so many people during this time of quarantine, you know, a lot of people are are picking up fighting games for the first time. And you know, one of my close friends, he hasn't played a fighting game since Street Fighter 4. And he's trying to play. The rest of my friends convinced him to pick up Dragon Ball Fighters of all things, but it's like he doesn't know. He's missed so much throughout, you know, from 2010 or 11 he stopped playing to now he's playing a fighting game, and he's just in training mode every day doing combos. He's like, all right, cool, once I learn the combos I'm good at the game, right? No, because like, it's like you were saying, you have to know the matchup knowledge, you have to know your spacing, you have to know your time, you have to know your footsies, you have to know your frame data. And it's like I'm teaching him this little by little each day, and it's just interesting to see. It's interesting to see how, or to remember, you know, once upon a time we were probably like that too.
Yeah. I'll just hash out these combos, bro. Yo, I remember back in the day, this is super old school. Well, not super old school, but like, you know, Tekken 3 and Tekken 2, they had like the 10-hit combo. I was like, man, if I could just land this 10-hit combo, I'll be the master of Tekken. And then I would get blown up by like, you know, Eddie Gordo or someone spamming, you know, death fist. And I'm like, what?
He only did one move.
That's not fair. I learned a 10-hit combo. I deserve to win, but the person who knows how to deal with that matchup deserves to win. And you saw that with Stupendous. He understood how to deal with that match. That was all. He's like, look, you want to do this? I'm doing this. Also, the playstyle, again, that was a strong suit of Stupendous to go through. Man, Geef this season, I just think that character always is going to be able to. He's going to be able to. He's always got that X factor, right? Because of the flex. That allows him to get through a lot of things that other characters can't. Like, so. Submitter's gonna be moving on. We're gonna be moving on in the bracket. We finally have Alex Mears versus Mario BB.
You know, I didn't want to say it, but now that you said it, I'm listening. I didn't know. I didn't know we were still doing that.
Hey, it stuck in my mind because of when I was commentating with Mike Ross. He did that every single time. I was like, damn it, man, no.
Hey, Zurich, you figure out how to move down or no?
I haven't. Actually, I have the manual for this. This is a new stick. I got it for Christmas, and it doesn't say the button.
Try pushing medium punch.
It says jab, strong, fierce, short, forward, roundhouse on it. Like, it doesn't say triangle, square, circle.
Well, to try pushing medium punch, but I mean, you're good now. Like, they already moved down. All right, look. So here's the situation. Myers' internet has been wonky. So they're gonna try this game to see how it goes, because now it shows, you know, 4 bars. Everybody has 4 bars, so we'll see.
Okay.
But initially it showed 1 bar, and that was not good. I'm like, well, he's in LA, you know, and I'm here, so that shouldn't happen. I have 4 bars with you, and you're like all the way across the country.
Right. True.
So we'll see. All right, carry on.
All right, and it's one of those things where I'm wondering if it's like a matter of like having so many people online now. Like, usually, I mean, people will probably be home by now, but will be a lot more variance with that, because some people work nights and stuff like that. Yeah, well, just like right now, I feel like my connections have been worse with people, and I don't want to say it's because they're on Wi-Fi, or you know, CFN obviously is always going to be an issue, right?
Right.
But maybe, and I'm trying to give some outs here. Like, maybe it's maybe it's a connectivity issue. Although I've been seeing people say that they're on Wi-Fi, and if you're on Wi-Fi, please don't.
Yeah, please don't. Especially not in a tournament. Like, come on, bro.
We're not saying any of the people here are doing that. Just in general, for your benefit, for ours, and for the people that you play against, it doesn't help anybody. We're into the match here. They're already throwing fireballs, so I'm assuming that things are going smooth. Speaking of smooth, Alex Myers already getting the jumping, but no damage in the deck here.
No connection.
Yeah, we go. Throw game starting off strong by Mario, though.
Okay, so this is definitely manageable lag, and here is again. Oh, psych!
Oh no,
man, I got a commentator's curse in the online tournament. That's crazy. It's crazy. I am so sorry,
Alex.
Yeah, we got. I gotta. He auto DQ'd himself now. His internet is unstable. Yeah,
like,
it really sucks.
Or is he gonna try to fix it and play losers?
Yeah. I mean, we obviously we want everybody to play, you know, and I feel it because everybody's using the internet right now, or like everybody's ISP is different. Mine acts up like around 3 a.m. till 7 now. It's weird. Yeah,
that's the real streamer hours.
Hey, bro, I try. All right, let's move on to the next match. Loser side.
All right, loser side, the brutal ones. I love this, where people have to go home. Yo, Puka! Let me see my man Puka work. Let's go.
And who, Romance? I forgot.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Romance.
Okay.
So it's Puka and Romance. So it's probably going to be either a ROG or G versus Manat, because Puka runs Manat also.
He has a Karen too, though, right?
I think so. I've mostly seen him play G and ROG, and some Manat. Maybe Manat was further before. But when I met
Puka's G and ROG, but Romance is Karen Manat.
Yes, but I think mostly Manat.
Okay.
Last time I saw Romance play was Manat. In the what was it? The tournament that the High Rollers tournament.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Manat. So I would assume it's Manat also. I mean, that just seems like the type of character a King of Fighters player would love to play.
Right.
Big flashy combos, really technical kind of thing right there. But I mean, that's gonna be difficult. I mean, no, like honestly, I'm an old man, and I'm just gonna run the Bison game. I'm gonna run that easy game.
Just like Galaxis.
Yo, plus, I'm done. Like that's it. But you know, this is not a fun matchup for Manat. Either way, because G absorbs the ball. You know, level 3 gets over the any of the orb stuff and stuff like that. So, and you know, ROG, V-Skill 1 is gonna go right through the orbs. So when she sends that out, V-Skill 1 right through it, and just rushes her down. So you really gotta be real patient on your defense if you're a Manat player. It's gonna be difficult for Romance, and plus Puka knows how to play Manat. You know, Puka's got it in the mind how to play this character.
All right, I gotta go to this manual here because medium punch is definitely not the button. Need to find the button.
Where did you get this? What kind of stick is this?
Well, now I don't want to say because I don't want people to, you know, not like the company for making us.
Oh, it's not their fault.
I don't want to give them bad advertisement. You know what I mean?
You know, I messed up. We're not doing that one. We're actually going to Matahohe and then Boris. My name is Boris. So that looks like it's gonna be a Karen and ROG matchup. So you're gonna be seeing some double time on the ROG. That's what I like about this season.
I love so much ROG. Nah, I just like Balrog. He's my favorite character.
You know, it's so funny because even though he's not as strong as he was in like season 2 Cap, just like the general nature of how Street Fighter 5 was, he's still ridiculous. He's still super strong. ROG is one of those characters where he still hurts you. You know, Tap ain't there, but he still does like gorilla damage. Like he's still out there just punching away.
He's just swinging.
He's just swinging. He's that Mike Tyson boy.
He's like fireballs. You can get these hands.
One of the best things that they gave him was that VT2, where he keeps the plus frames, right? Yeah. And he is able to stay in, and it just helps his game plan in terms of damage and extensions. And it like switched the matchup with Geef. But we're not going to see Geef though. We're going to see some Karen, and I haven't seen too much of this matchup. You know, if you watch Brian F stream, you might see a little bit of it.
Shout out to Brian F, homie.
You know, that's the god. That's the Balrog god. But you know, not to discount Matahoe out here. Definitely a great ROG, but man, the beast running the game. Beast go to the corner. Throw game on point. That's nerfed this season, but that's what they go for the steady heavy punch. Matahoe working out of the corner though. Trigger 2 and V-Skill 2 on deck. B reversal doesn't want none of them.
Now, coincidence that they're using the same color, or did Boris pick this color because he knows Matahoe uses this color?
Oh man, what a statement that would be too. EX, finish it off with it. Shoulder. There we go. Nice round by Boris.
So that's how this matchup is gonna go, right? Of course, still Karen, similar to Chun, has superior buttons in most matchups. So, but the thing is with her, she's got the damage to back up her confirms. So Matahoe is gonna have to really look for his spots. He's gonna have to take not super big risks, but kind of big risks to try to confirm and get his juice flowing. And of course, robbery factor is always a possibility. So he might, like, it looks bad for him now, but he's got trigger, right? And he got this knockdown. He's gonna look for the confirm into the trigger. Ooh,
EX though, get off me.
Yeah.
But that's one of the best things. You saw the V skill too. When it's stocked up, you get the plus frames, and you're all up in that, all up in them guns, bro. Yo, C trigger too with
you see that chip?
No confirms. 2-4. Yo, he tried to go for the parry, but not enough to kill. Matoe didn't have the confirms on deck. That could have been it right there. You want to finish his character. All it is one crouching meaty kick away, but no, the crouching jab. Matoe.
Final round.
Yeah, that was a very great check with that jab there, taking him that round. And oh my gosh, stand
nice bumper.
Punch.
It's still strong. Like,
don't near me.
It got nerfed, but it's just more whip punishable, so you can't be thrown out all the time. But if you're in a combo play like Boris, it's not going to be a big deal. Nice whip punch using Candy Heavy Punch, but did not confirm. Doesn't matter. Getting another combo on deck. Activation. Yes, up the target combo. Yo, you got to be careful right now. You do not want to get grabbed. There's a command grab on a charge character.
Oh my god, he just grabbed her.
Capcom.
Oh my
Why would you give this character? Why would you give this character a command grab? Look at how much damage and stun. Matoe is put on the board.
Oh, no whip punish.
Oh, I had the light check. Sometimes you can just do that. I like Matoe.
She's got everything. She's got full CA. She just wants to confirm. Oh, good take.
Makes it a little bit more difficult to just dash in there. There could be a counter. Matoe under turn with a neutral jump.
He used a bar for the EX Tenko, but it was a whiff. At least like do Orochi so that you're not minus. But I mean, it didn't matter anyway because it was completely whiffed the neutral jump, saving Matoha there, closing out the round. That was a nail biter. Balrog is definitely terrifying.
Of course, and now they give him a command grab to make him even more terrifying. One of the other things that makes that Matoe did good in this match, I'm already seeing right now, this is just the constant pressure, the constant offense, and willingness that he did in the last two rounds, and also hopefully going to see here now.
He doesn't care. Ooh, oh my gosh, he did the rope-a-dope in his face.
That's the Dempsey roll, bro. We're talking anime out here. Oh, the Hippo. Yo, the V-trigger on the other side. Oh, no, you put yourself in the corner against Frog, who's going to get a command grab soon because you see the V-bar.
He doesn't even need it. He doesn't need it.
Yo, EX to finish that. And Matoe is super dominant now. It's all about the amount of bars that Matoe is building, the dominance in the neutral, and just the errors by Boris. You see a lot of misconfirms, and a lot of things are getting whip punished. You got to be really on your toes. There we go. Speaking of whip punish,
yeah, at this stage,
interrupt there.
You cannot be dropping like that.
No,
oh my gosh.
That's not a confirm, Boris.
Big.
They can't be blocking, bro. Matoe stocking up. Fancy roll.
Perhaps a bit of nerves. Perhaps he just believed that it was going to hit. He wasn't actually looking for his confirmed stun city. Oh, he got this because he can go into trigger. Okay.
Not just yet. He's got a little bit more to go. Yo, sweep activation. This is a tall order by Boris. I don't know if he can fill it, but Matoe put in the corner.
If he throws this away because he didn't do a trigger combo, okay, I was about to say, boy. And that's going to be it. Boris the Beast has been slain by Matoha.
Yo, Matoha pulled out the sword, held it to the heavens, and he struck his opponent down. And what also made that last sequence super scary is that Matoha had trigger on deck. He had the activation, and we saw that before the command grab. And I love how he was like, listen, I know this character does not have a high amount of health, a high amount of stun. I'm going to activate trigger and then even things out. Right? Because you saw how he wasn't going for like the finish with the trigger.
Right.
It was just to even the score or more, right? So, man, Matoe just super accomplished and a few drops that I would hope that Boris is going to correct in the next tournament that he enters.
Yep. So, yeah, he'll definitely be able to look at the footage. I mean, he probably already knows. It's like we were saying, when you miss confirms and things of the like, you know it. That's what makes you start to feel like, oh man, you know, I lost, but I beat myself. I lost, but I won. It's those difficult ones where it's like, I think the time where you really need to study the footage is like where you hit all your confirms, you hit all your combos, and it was like, but wait, like what happened? It's over. Like I thought I was doing okay. What happened to my life? It's like then you go back to the tape, and it's like, yeah, like I didn't really drop anything. Like I must have lost the neutral. How did I lose the neutral? And that's when you look at the film.
Yo, I know that Boris is gonna be sitting in his bed, staring at the wall, like, man, standing heavy punch into CA, and it wasn't even confirmed. It was blocked.
Like with his hands like this.
Just that stressed out look. But you know, it'd be like that. You really got to do that, like you said, have your confirms on point, especially when you're a character that has a low amount of health that cannot really, you know, make those big mistakes, right? If you're a big boy like Abigail, a few mistakes here and there, because health is a resource. Health will always be a resource in any fighting game, right? And the more health that you have, in some situations, you can use that to your advantage. Like, you don't want to miss confirms like that, but you have a little bit more leeway when you are a person like Abigail versus a person like Karen.
Yeah.
But so
it's more money for tolls. You know, you don't have to hit up your homeboys for change and like, you know, go buy a candy bar with your credit card at the gas station so you can get cash back. And...
Right, you ain't swiping for that. You know, you're like, yo, let me get this thing, $5 or $5 up, man, and you got to pull up a bunch of stuff and try to get that equal $5, and it never works out. It's some stuff you don't even want.
You get you a big Texas.
A big Arizona, Texas like that?
A big Texas, a cinnamon bun, Arizona iced tea, and a couple scratch offs. So you in there?
Man, I don't know about them scratch offs, man. That's never be hitting right for me, man. I ain't got that luck.
I mean, it's like $3. Well, no, because the big Texas, I remember when big Texas used to be like 50 cents. Now they're like $1.75. So there, you're already like halfway, a third of the way.
Then you got to hit the right place, right? You got to hit the right place to do it, because half the dang places they just run it up. They see you coming, they're like, look, I'm put that sticker up on there, and this is $1.37 now, bro. This was $1 yesterday.
Out the window. Hey, look, get out of towner. Get quick, get the sticker. That. Hit them all.
Hey, I would do the same thing, robbing people. Just like we're about to see some robbery with Eli, the Curry running out Laura. But it's no easy feat against a person like Puka. There's a Balrog on deck.
Especially coming off of that loss, he might have that chip on his shoulder. Now the question is going to be, can he forget about that and get his mind right for the G matchup? Or
never mind. It's a G. I'm sorry. I was looking at the... Yo, I like...
I told you. I mean, he plays both, so you never know.
I guess it's a smarter idea to not run wrong, right? Because you want a character like G who can low profile all the fireballs, deal with a lot of the pressure, you know, mid screen stuff like that. Get, you know, level 3 can let you flip over the fireballs that she throws out. So that's gonna be a big portion of this gameplay. And then the command grabs. Ooh, TTT.
He thought that whiff was by accident. It was actually to make him press a button. It worked.
Not the turn. Backhanding, flip kick, punch.
Great tech. Yeah, but how does he get out? Push him back a little bit, stuffed, and that's the first for the boys.
Oh, yo, that's dangerous right there. Gee, such a dangerous character. You saw a few missed mistakes and you're already in the corner. I mean, man, what a character. Like,
I mean, I could go for either one of them, though. Here's the thing.
Yeah, it's one of the other things. Is like Eli the Curry now has to really decide in this match, especially when G gets featured. When can I be reversal, and then can I rob G without that? But man, Lucas got him in the corner, building up that beat. Gets the counter hit. Talk to him.
Yo, take the throw, my guy. Goodness.
Yo, let me clear my throat. As he goes a little bit more bar meaty again. I think it's to the north, but it doesn't matter. That's the perfect KO.
7 golden letters with the gold numbers and the gold health bar and the gold costume. That boy is smoking.
I'm gonna have to tell something to the people at home. I gotta let the people know it's easier said than done, but you gotta run your game plan on G. You cannot be afraid of this character and his options, because I feel like that fear makes you freeze up, and then you eat in a full, you know, long command grab. It just comes out, places the hand on the shoulder. It's not happening so many times. So Eli the Curry has to get a little more aggressive. That neutral style, that lane, almost like pecking away, is not going to work against the way that Luke is playing right now. Another command grab, just go for the unblockable, the infinite, hits it to the corner. Another command grab.
Oh my god.
This doesn't matter. Just another command grab. Yo, talk to him.
Please.
Put a hand on the shoulder.
All right, back throw. What do we do with it? Make something happen. He gets a hit.
Maybe light.
Reset didn't get the confirm. Still in the corner though. Buttons.
We throwing them out there today.
Oh!
You gotta finish this character off.
Okay, he switches sides again though, and side switch again. They just keep switching sides.
Activation.
Roberts.
Yo, take the throw. Oh man, that was he was
forewent his V trigger potential and still got grabbed. All right, that's all three. Oh, he's got one back though. He's been building a lot of V gauge.
Nice buffer. Anyone's game right now?
Oh my gosh, the next whip punish.
Who's gonna take it?
EX clothesline?
You gotta be careful of the
Oh!
Oh.
I love it! Alright. Extended the hitbox backwards.
What? Yeah, extended hitbox inwards.
Inwards, yeah.
Now I understand. Alright, back to the
station. There you go, Logan.
Now we're in this Eli the Curry run of the mix the crush. This is where G has problems with defense, right? He has a lot of defensive moves, but not a lot of defensive measures, if that makes sense. He has like the light kick which kind of rears back, but he doesn't have a DP. You don't want to spin V reversal. That's not letting you have to come back to your activation off the
great big damage here should be able to close. Oh my gosh, Eli. See,
no, you
still super losable, especially after you've been perfected once.
Yo, look at check. Oh, I was gonna say check the CA bar. Doesn't matter. Eli the Curry answering back, and I love that. Eli the Curry kept the pressure on. Said, you know what? I'm not taking that command grab, and that typically comes out from a lot of G players when they panic because they want to be able to turn around the situation after they activate V trigger off, like EX over or under. They want to go. Look, I want to put the hand on the shoulder. Eli said, look, I've seen that too many times. I've watched this movie before. Next, skip. Let me see the next episode, bro. Eli the Curry, a little bit more solid this time.
And bringing it to game 3, round 1. Either player's game that looked a lot more solid. It's again, it's whoever can get the other person backed up to the corner first.
Yeah, you definitely want them both of them to have health differential, right? Because even if G does have that comeback factor, it's like a few hits away from death. Oh, nice counter hit.
I like it.
I got mixed. I said stay in the front. I definitely got mixed. Sends him to the corner. No post required.
Great blocks this time. I like he finally, that was his first cross under we've seen. He stayed in front every single time, even against his previous opponent. So it was about time. but we've gone from coast to coast here.
This is what defines a person and their defense.
Take the grab.
What decisions are you gonna make? Oh, that light could have been it right there.
Yeah, exactly. He was one combo away from being stunned. I was like, please.
Don't do it, Eli. I like how he dashed out, crouching medium kick because he knew that Puka was gonna overextend. Smart stuff, dashing with the medium kick.
Great confirm. Under again. Oh, he dropped it.
Nice, both the neutral up this time. Cross up. Yo, you didn't have beat me. I don't know why you did that, my friend. On the other side, command grab. Take a ride.
Oh my!
He's looking for the activation. There it is. It was coming. Nice buffer.
All right, Eli. That was so quick. Game 3 is over. Eli takes it 2-1 over Puka.
Yo, check it off the list. G, check him off the list. One of the great things I loved about that match, about Eli, was the usage of that crouching medium kick to stuff a lot of the pressure that was coming from Puka. Because you saw Puka, he knew the options Puka wanted to use. He wanted to use the flip kick. He wanted to throw out the fireball. And throughout most of those options, he was like, listen, if I do the crouching medium kick, I can hit him with the interrupt. I can start the game plan. And the defense, again, as I said, is super important. When fighting G, you have to have the awareness, the frame of mind to be like, okay, I need to get out of the situation. I need to back off. On the other side, Puka could have finished that last round with the light. Then when the light EX, that could have been it. But man, sometimes it just be like that.
Yeah.
Eli the Curry, moving on. And we are, I think he's actually about to fight Stupendous here. Let's move on to the losers bracket here. Oh, no, wait. Nope, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm looking. See, this is the thing is I'm looking at the lobby like a fool.
We actually get to see Luigi play this time, I think.
Yes, sir.
Just give me 10 seconds to get kicked out. I don't know what's up with this stick, man.
So actually, we're in winner's side now. Stupendous versus Mario.
Yep. Well, hold on. The Smash GG says Luigi. So is it Mario or Luigi?
Okay, so I think it's Luigi running Mario's account.
Right. That's what I think it is.
I think
it's Luigi playing, guys.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
it's Luigi.
That's what I thought. I'm like, I know you said they're brothers, but I'm pretty sure this is Luigi.
Listen, I hope you guys aren't cheating. We're gonna start setting up webcams to make sure you guys aren't switching back and forth. I don't want to see.
They're gonna have to go on IG Live at the same time so we can check.
Right? I don't want to see. Oh man, I got a bad matchup. Yo, tag me in. Let me see that G. Let me see that Karen. Like, no, that's not what should be happening here. So we're gonna see. So not that. All right, it's Luigi. I'm already.
That just gave me an idea for like a pretty cool team tournament.
Like having someone run like right beside you or something like that.
Like you lose game 1 and like you can tag in your teammate to play game 2, but it's still the same set.
Oh, okay. Like
they have a counter. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I did not expect to see this.
You didn't know about Stupendous in that set? You didn't know about that Karen costume that he wears? Let me speak to the manager costume. Yo, Stupendous on that game, running it again. Mario right here. Luigi, I'm sorry, running that cheek. See, getting my names mixed up, bro. You gotta switch. Command grab pressure. This is bad. This matchup is not too fun. The heavy, thick fireball able to go through a lot of that pressure.
He's doing like this weird jump short. He's done it twice.
That's what that is, unfortunately. You gotta get those out. That's gonna be a big. And evening up the pressure against G, as a target moves, they're really good. They're really good like dive kick type move, but it might not matter. Luigi in there, catching the walk back with a crouching knee kick, such a great tool for catching them and doing the moonwalk.
I mean, I could obviously be very surprised here in this round, but I feel like we might be seeing a Geef after this game 1.
I mean, it might be. I've seen a lot of stuff players say do not like this match. Oh man, the whip punish. See, that's one of the things of this match also. This character's buttons are very whip punishable. Crouching heavy kick is -4, but at the same time, it's out there. It's punishable. So you gotta be careful where you stick your buttons. Split half minus confirms really make it work, but man, it's gonna confirms. You just got him on deck and put him in the corner.
Just keeping it simple with that same B&B there, not going for too much. Huge life lead though, doesn't have to. You really just stand there, throw out buttons like that.
Yeah, that level 3 fireball really thick, hard to heavy Tatsu through, which is gonna eliminate the fireball, but like it's so active that it's so weird to deal with. No, you can't dash out of me, friend.
Yep.
I knew you were gonna do it. I'm not gonna let you do it.
Ready for those. Yeah, that was quick work there for Luigi.
So the thing is, going Geef might even be worse. Because Geef against G, once he gets the game plan going, I'm sure it's gravy, right? But it's a tall order because G has level 2 fireball, level 3 fireball.
Oh, because
we're going back to character select screen.
Okay,
so
my bad. I knew that.
Like you were saying, we're probably gonna see a character switch here. I'm about to switch out of this thing. Line here. I ain't playing nobody. I ain't trying to get smoked. You see that diamond? Let me be diamond, bro. Like, let me chill out in diamond. Like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I don't know which button it is. I know I don't know, man.
We still haven't figured it out. It's still.
Well, I pressed every button except for X because then I definitely don't want to like confirm myself.
Right, and then that's a whole problem.
Yeah, so I'm like, but what if it's X all along? For some weird reason on this stick.
So, like you said, it might be a character switch. He does have ROG, and then like you said, Geef. But all those don't do too well against you. Like they're all like not good matches against the character.
Yeah, but okay, there's the ROG. There's the ROG. At least like a character that you're more familiar with, that you've had more hours with. That could make a difference at the same time.
Yes, sir. You just gotta be really careful about throwing out those dash punches because G gets so much off of his standing lights. His standing light punch, his crouching light punch as well, standing light kick as well. All those can be big problematic buttons and take back the momentum. But we'll have to see if that's gonna happen. Spinnis is spacing out pretty well. Speaking of space now, you got to confirm. Luigi gets the counter hit, goes for the command grab. Yo, flip mode. Send all the way to the corner.
Move a bit.
Yo, what's the ultimate?
Oh, he whiffed.
I thought that would work. Luigi said, no, I'm back rolling.
Hey, look at him looking for the confirm. Oh.
Yeah, under, no!
Too close!
Luigi, building that bar, man. And Stupendous might have been holding up there. You see the confirm again. This is so difficult because you gotta play in a style that you're not leaving yourself open for G's confirms.
Yeah, he tried to push a block forward with the dash low smash. It gets blocked. Then he goes for another one with a miss spacing. I feel like at that point, instead of the second dash low smash, just walk up, confirm into your trigger, and mix him from there. That was definitely a winnable round for Stupendous. But now going into the second round, he's poised.
Yeah, look a little stronger here. This is jumping, but no big deal. Punish, yes sir. EX overhead. I love it.
Reset.
Yo, smash that. Smash that hat. Hit him with a Lincoln, but here's the EX. Doesn't get the confirm to go into the V trigger. Never mind, we're gonna activate right now.
Oh
yo,
no!
Man, got the bumper over the head. Spicy hot with a red dot. EX under Sun City. Yo, talk to him.
Neutral jump, anti-aired, and got one more chance at this, and that's gonna be it.
Man, the command grab, the throw, the meaty. The corner game of G is super hard to deal with, super difficult. And if you are Stupendous, you got to figure out something right now, right?
It's winners finals. He's got another chance. So
exactly.
Does he run it back with the Rock, or does he switch characters yet again?
You got to be careful, because if you switch characters now, they're locked in the rest of the time.
Brother, yeah. But if he switches now, he switches to Geef, and it's like, all right, well, if he beat this G with Geef, is he gonna lose to anybody else? Probably not.
I mean, man, Stupendous had to have a stable of characters that just did not do well against this one particular character. I mean, the jury's still out on Seth, right? Like, the character's new, has been flushed out, but it just doesn't seem like a good matchup in general.
Right.
But the other two have been established as not really fun matchups to play against. And G, just again, the buffer super strong from Luigi. Fireball pressure over and over, and the neutral. Stupendous trying to V-skill, but it's not working out. At least he got in a little bit.
Okay, so Stupendous was getting a lot of jump-ins as soon as he first switched to Rog, but the last couple have been adequately anti-aired. I don't know. I want to say to stop doing it, but like Street Fighter 5 mentality is like you kind of keep doing it just because like you get one good one and it changes everything.
It's good, but man, against G, the back heavy might do it. You see the back heavy, that could be. That's probably why he needs to be at least a little bit careful. But Stupendous has got V-trigger on deck, spins the EX bar. I want to get in. I'm trying to get in. Open up the gate.
Oh!
Luigi says it's a locked door, putting himself in match point. See, I'm mixing up the brothers. The names, change the names. Come on, guys.
Luigi is just so good at checking all of Stupendous's forward movements. He knows that he wants to be right next to him, and he's always ready with the right button to keep him at bay.
It's a buffer game with this type of character, and you get so much off of it, so much reward, and you're not really sticking out anything that's super punishable. By Stupendous, you see him try to go for like the same heavy punch prior to take over, but man, once you whip a few of those, Luigi just recognizes it. It's the confirm right there, stocks up. It's gonna get even harder to get out of the corner. Level 2, I'm sorry, fireball. We hold Stupendous down.
He just walked slowly out of the corner and tried to grab him.
Big Stupendous.
Reset. He needed that. That was big.
It's
Took the life lead. Oh, and he jumped low and he still gets blocked. Luigi. 3-0 in winners finals.
That's bad luck right there. That you need to have a 4-leaf clover. You need to have a rabbit's foot. You need to have who knows what to stop running into matchups like that. I mean, that's 3 characters you have, and they can't beat G. And it's one thing to say, listen, bad matchups are going to happen, right? You know, that's going to happen in any fighting game, right? And in Street Fighter 5, to be honest, bad matchups, like super bad matchups, like 7-3s, aren't super common. Right. But at the same time, you want to have something maybe ready just so you can have like an even or like, you know, a 6-4 matchup or whatever. But man, some days it just don't be like that. It just do not be like that.
And see, that's the thing. It's like
Luigi moves on.
You know, you can't help who you like, right?
Yeah.
It's like it just so happened that the 3 characters that he likes are bad in that matchup. You know, before, but that's the thing about Capcom. They've made so many likable characters that like so many people like. There's so many characters I want to play in this game, and I'm like, I'm still trying to learn one character, and then they come out with DLC. It's like, Manat, hello, like what?
Like who is this? Zaku? Yo, when Gil came out and they were like doing the parries, he was like, no more, and I'm like, this is like that's and I'm like, and now I'm playing Gil, and I know that he's not that strong, but it doesn't matter because I enjoy the character so much that I just practice through all those bad matchups. I don't care, it's fun.
See,
don't let the bison on the screen fool you. I don't know him.
That's
I don't know him at all.
That's how you end up like Stupendous in that winners finals.
If I'm playing, I'm covered all bases, bro.
You gotta have like a pocket Rashid. You gotta have a pocket Akuma. You gotta,
Yeah, against G, I would probably think to have a pocket, Poison, Rashid. Yeah. I would
Abigail, like the Abigail. Remember the Abigail army?
Maybe not so much now, since his tire stuff is goofy and they kind of.
No, yeah, I was like, remember those days though.
Oh man, season 3. I was an Abigail player during that, but
see,
listen, I knew where the sauce was at. It ain't the juice, it's the sauce. We're gonna see who has the sauce in this match. Because Eli the Curry and Matoe fighting each other right now. Which is finals. Best of 3. Who's going to move on? Nobody wants to go home. Well, I mean, they're home right now, but they don't want to have to walk over to the bed and scream into their pillow.
That's actually a luxury, yo. That way you don't break like your stick. We've seen many a stick thrown on the ground in a venue. It's like now you can throw it on your bed and it doesn't break.
Yeah, until it bounces off. So yo, Matoe trying to bounce back and using the beast. Let's bring activation.
I like it.
Backing up here. He's got it locked up. Yo, anti-air crush.
Rodeo. Oh no. Oh.
It's all been great by Eli the Curry. But yo, speaking of button timing, there's a crush counter. He still got trigger on deck and it doesn't matter. Get stopped by Eli the Curry.
Round 2.
In this matchup, I mean, Laura runs her game. Many ROG players have stated over and over and over again how difficult this is. The fireball game, obviously the lack of a reversal against the mix. So you gotta think about those things and really lab this out, but Matoe, here it comes. We talked about this. See fireball. And then the command grab. Those two things are gonna be the star of the show.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking reversal. What you mean? Ooh.
Yo, speaking of that, nice anti-air. Put him.
Ooh, that time. Great space by Eli.
Yeah, it didn't work out the jump meter cake. EX pressure.
Oh!
What
happened?
Yo, the delay, that was a super smart move. He delayed a little bit, went for the heavy. He's gonna crush, but no big deal. Put the damage on the board. Now you gotta deal with this EX fireball pressure, the V-trigger fireball pressure. Command grab. What's next?
Okay.
He counts. He gets the gut punch, and that's enough. Matoe. Yo, he says, you got a command grab? I got one too.
Yo, Balrog is so deep. Can you imagine if your chest was that big, bro?
Listen, this costume is ridiculous.
Like,
I said this like two weeks ago, whatever. They showed this at E-League like for season 2, and they didn't drop this till like this year or something, or like last year or whatever. Like,
I want to be like Balrog when I grow up.
Don't we all? Like, yo, check the sway. Yo, check the info sway. Check the anime. Like, you make that look cool. Like, you do that in real life, you'll look like a goof. But this man make it look cool. But he has a curry.
Can you imagine? Like, if I was his size and with my hairline, I'd be unstoppable.
Yeah. You get that. Nobody would say nothing about if you got a haircut like that, that built. No one would say nothing.
No, I'm saying he has to be this big so nobody talks about his hairline. But I have a good hairline. If I'm that big, I'm just a guy.
Yeah, the two strongest things in the world: black man with a good hairline and ripped muscles. That's what we're going for. No, interrupted. The command grab, the throw. Saw the glove swing, the illegal move come out, didn't work. And then the curry. Yeah, it's the fireball pressure, man. I told you about that fireball pressure, and you saw Matoe. He has the skill too, so he's not going to be able to just have to. Dash through it to smooth right through the fireball. It's not going to happen. He's relying on the plus frames to stay in. He's relying on that to stay in, keep the pressure going, and keep the damage going too as well. Didn't happen. Eli the Curry just running Laura's game and not overextending, which is again what he's been doing this entire time. This tournament's been working out well in this match. Cross counter on the double overhead. We're in there. Stun City.
Stuns already. Oh, that's enough. Actually. Ooh.
And let me tell you something. Laura is one of those characters that when she stuns you, it's gonna hurt even more because her after stun combos do a ton of damage.
Yeah, if it doesn't kill you, like you're gonna be within jab range pretty much.
And you're already in the corner still anyway, so
yeah, that too.
Staying optimal on him with some big bars on deck. Matsuo gets crushed. Yo, that back range crush, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, we got this. Wow, he did dash low from flank and it worked.
Yo, break the ankle.
Risking it. Oh, he's using the bar to stay in. Oh!
I mean, I agree. You got to interrupt the fireballs, right? You got to stop that pressure. Because you know the crazy for Bruin to throw out the fireball game to initiate his new play. But Montoya
low strong was looking good for him. He just stopped doing it. He started neutral jumping, and that's the game. He's alive.
Oh, the crouching meaty kick, though. On the wake up. Yo, Eli the Crazy, listen, I love this match. I'm having a blast. Montoya's got to figure something out if he wants to take it off Eli the Curry, but I see the ideas, right? Like you said, you saw the dash punch, the low dash punch, right? That's to check the fireball pressure before it comes out. It's risky, but it has to happen. You got to stay in. But Eli the Curry's like, cool, I'm in a neutral jump, and then I'm in.
Right, because if he just
I get to run my game.
And if he just doesn't fireball, he blocks it and he punishes. You know, that's only safe, I believe, from max range.
Eli the Curry just, man, just running his game plan, right? We're gonna see him fight Stupendous here. To move on the bracket.
Losers finals gonna be another best of 5.
And so we did see a Rog before, right? We're probably not gonna see a Rog right now. We might see Seth. I don't know how Seth does against Laura. I play a little bit of Seth, and I like the idea of having a crouching knee kick, a low profile fireball. Having a reversal that she's got to worry about. Yes, sir. Okay. Stupendous going for the Seth. Those are great options. But man, Seth does have a low amount of health, and it's going to be problematic if you get scooped, right?
Yeah.
You get hit with the mix, you get the prey. You just get the prey.
All right. Let's see if Stupendous gets to speak to the manager this time.
He said, "I don't want to speak to your manager. I want to speak to your CEO." All right.
Oh my gosh.
Put me in contact with him. All right, there we go. Backing off. I like the heavy kick, Tatsu, for the plus range, and just kind of backing off. That's going to be kind of setting the mind of Eli the Curry, like, what am I going to do after this? Oh, no, check on the V-scoop.
Oh, I like it. Stop the fireball. Ooh.
Oh, no, whip.
Okay.
I think there was one whip there. He went for the heavy bolt. Didn't really do that. Now we're into the corner.
We get to see Seth actually doing things this time.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that could have been the whip punishment of stun, but there it is anyway. Building a little bit of meter before closing out the round.
Yeah, throwing up the mad cradles a couple times for that bar. Stupendous. I like that. And one thing I forgot to mention was, you know, the Tatsu coming out and letting the fireball. If you stay close up, you let it happen. But man, look at the damage that Eli Curry's already done.
Yeah,
off a couple of hits. Full health character.
That was. We also did see a crush counter there. Not sure what Stupendous pressed after the Jaguar kick. I was going to ask if you know, does Laura have to be so perfect? No. Does Laura have? Does she have any buttons that can punish that whiffed like Jaguar kick, or can he just do it from over there and be like, all right?
You know, I think she could try to standing medium punch it, the elbow, but I think that's a big risk because if she does heavy, it probably blows it up, and even medium probably blows it up too.
Yeah, see,
so
we even saw a jab there and it got blocked.
So I think if you're like, unless you have a particular move against that, that's going to work 100% of the time. It's better off not to go for it because if you get a counter hit, and you're crouching, that's a full combo. Corner, that's done.
Wow, that's
done right there. Watch the damage. Oh, reset actually. Never mind.
Oh,
and the other bar, which doesn't matter. Gets the throw. I thought he had the bar for it. It don't matter. This is Laura. Post done. Get out of here.
Just do it with the piece. It's you know, we hadn't seen one of those. No, we saw one of those from Karen earlier. So that's only been 2 wake up DPs tonight.
I mean, I don't know if you. I mean, I would do it because I'm a scrub. But
yeah, I would do it because I'm a choke artist.
Yeah. Just to throw the round. But like, it's so hard to do because like I said before, like Seth does not have the health to play with in that kind of fashion, right? Oh man, I was gonna say another one of the answers that Seth has is sending heavy kick, which can lead into a ton of things you don't have to worry about DPing, but wasn't able to get that there. Though Stupendous has put Eli in the corner, back off a little bit, wait for that crouch and move to conversion. So Eli oh no, not with the shimmies.
Right, going back to staying on the same side and just sticking stuff out. Stupendous pressing a lot of buttons, it seems like, on wake up, not sure.
On that last wake up too, I think he was trying to just back one and got clipped by the crouching medium kick, which has been the Curry has been like one of the stars of the show. A lot of the games that he's played. Win or lose, like you see them like check people as on their wake up as they get up, because you know that they want to walk back, create that space.
That command that looks mad unsafe.
It is very unsafe, very interruptible. The Curry is like, look, I don't want to deal with it. I'm just gonna stay in right now. I'm staying in. I'm not checking out for a while, bro. I'm not checking out at all. There's the EX of the stun. Man, you are done.
Game 2, just like that.
Eli Curry. Look at the bar that Stupendous had the trigger, had the CA, couldn't do a dang thing about anything.
Not if you can't get the touch. You can't win if you can't play the game.
That's true. The thing is, it's like the ideas are there, right? I see Stupendous low profile in the fireballs with the crouching meter kick, the sweep, using the heavy kick, Tatsu, but it's like just too many things are running in Eli's game plan.
Wasn't that 2?
That was 2. So you know what that means.
Losers
you
finals.
know what that means. Yes, but you know what that means.
Oh,
we're in finals.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Let me go back. I ain't trying to get swept by Eli.
And I can't back out.
So we're just gonna wait a second. But yo, just again, like, the Seth pick is, I think, ideal, and the way that character has like the tools. But if you can't get those tools in usage, like, then it doesn't matter. Like, you can win a matchup.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying Seth wins that matchup. I still think we need time to determine what these new characters can do. But if you're not able to use those tools, especially in an effective manner, they don't matter. You can be, Akuma playing Akuma or Rashid and win so many matchups. But if you don't know how to run those tools, you're gonna get got.
Yeah, I mean, just because you hand somebody a hammer doesn't mean they can build your house.
Nope, throw it out. Eli the Curry again is going to ignore it. So losing or winning or even even matchup, it doesn't matter. You're gonna lab them out no matter what, and that's part of the strength of being a character specialist. But speaking of specialists, we're going back to the tried and true blue. Round 1, Zangief.
And now, yeah, here's the thing. He was played it very well last time. I don't know why he didn't just beef out the gate. It's not like didn't he send Eli to losers with this Geef?
So here's the thing: is it going to happen again? Are we going to see that turnaround?
But now he has no games of breathing room. It's like, that was very odd. Maybe he just really wanted to get his Seth practice in against good people. That's a thing.
To be fair, also, those games are pretty close too, right?
Yeah.
So like, maybe he thinks, listen, they might figure something out, right? And that's could have been like that's the type of player that Eli Curry is, right? We'll start to get the big thinkers going. So you get the big thinkers. We got the Oki off the EX.
Oh my God, he's so smart! Why is Stupendous so smart? He saw the V-trigger activation. He knew that was going to give Eli enough time to go for anti-air command grab. So he did air grab so he would stop traveling forward to get anti-aired. Oh my God.
Right there. That's the smart stuff. That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
He's
Eli the Curry, though. Yo, Eli the Curry's mad right now. He's going in right now. He's like, I'm going to use the V-trigger or the V-bar. I don't know if I'm going to be able to V-trigger this round. You might have to guess again. I'm staying in.
Flex. Okay.
Able to activate, doesn't have enough V-bar just yet to make things happen. Waiting, the gray health building back up. I wish you would.
He's waiting for punch. Eli's waiting for punch, so he's pressing all the other buttons to try to bait his punch punish. There it is.
Yes.
It worked. He didn't punish it that time because he was like, oh, is it gonna be a jab this time?
Yeah, the Tundra's coming out. He's like, man, I wish you wouldn't. No. Oh God.
Oh.
He's looking for the feature. It's not gonna happen. Yes, one more mix is gonna do it. One more hit's gonna do it. Just a grazing of the chin. A light tap. Stupendous on the bird.
There it is. That's what he was looking for before.
How many times have we seen final round? Yo, the crouching media kick has been like clutching out so many games. You see them walking back, standing up. You know, the Curry recognizing those habits, and he's gonna put himself on match point.
Wow, would punish the grab with an SPD.
You grabbing air, I'm grabbing face. Hendrix, trying to start off right. Another EX SPD. It's time to flip the coin. Get some meaty. Sit back down. Sit back down, I said.
Oh wait, Stun City. Are we seeing the 7 golden letters from Mr. G? We are.
Yo, that was a double turn right there. That wasn't just a single there. That was a double. Hit me with a double, says Stupendous as he puts game on the board. Yo, hit your chest.
With them lockjaw teeth. Let's go.
Now here's the thing. Eli the Curry so has 2 more games to gotta win, and Stupendous is locked in. So you gotta make the adjustments here if you're Stupendous, and if you're Eli, you gotta stop the pressure, you gotta stop the train, because you don't want this person to take this momentum all the way to the grand finals. You want to be the one in the grand finals. You gotta train. Don't let this character in. You let the Curry back up again. This is what we saw before. Staying mid-screen. Right finals confirms. Nice crush counter. Dashing it back dash. SPD. Yo, the haters. The online stuff.
Ooh.
The reversal. Willing to spend it to win it.
Oh, knees suppressed. Back throw. Stay over here.
Heavy punch. Yo, the armor. About that 1 frame, bro.
Oh no! He went for regular grab, didn't get it. 1 hit away from Sun City. Oh my goodness. Trying to catch a button.
We're even in the same area code.
Oh no, if we would have pressed a button, that would have worked.
Have CA. Both of them have CA. You've got to be careful. Either person, Stupendous. We've seen him pop it before. And land it. Eli the Curry spin his bar. Got the fireball.
What was he?
I was about to say.
Was he trying to use the rest of his trigger? I'm not sure what he did there to get hit.
I didn't see. I think a button might have came out, but that's the thing. It's like right after Eli the Curry's gonna send one out just to break that wall. That's been a problematic thing. You know, you can't be throwing out the heavy punch buttons or advancing. Eli the Curry known to do that throughout the ace fireball, call and reaching. Eli the Curry again on match point. Stupendous. Got a full amount of bar right there though. I want to make this work. It's the counter conversion. The Lariat right after.
Okay.
Space between. In that mid-range, you gotta work this. The standing medium punch isn't as good as it was.
Waited a little bit longer, thinking more buttons were coming. Eli's like, okay, hold this grab.
A lot of backdashing, these backdashing coming from Eli again to go back to mid-screen. That's gonna mix up his options and mix up kind of the movement that Smith is gonna expect later on in this match.
The chess match right here. We're seeing that slow Eli play again, like we saw early in this top 8.
Oh, the neutral jump, the command grab. But remember, Stupendous got the bar. No, I said Stupendous has got the bar. He's gonna spin up the
It's mine, I spin it. It's mine, I spin it.
Ooh. So now, Eli the Curry, look at how much health he's lost from that. That's one of the things that's a big equalizer, but here we go. Beam trigger time.
Still not afraid.
I'm in and out.
Ooh.
Don't get mixed. You'll be reversal. Pressure.
All of his V-gauge right there to try to get her out.
Stupendous. He has the health.
10 seconds.
This is so tense. And he ran right into it.
The win.
Eli the Curry trying to even things out. The onus was on him. The onus was on him to make that comeback. This is super tense. Okay. Dash up command grab. Let's go. What a way to start.
Okay.
Again. Put 2 scoops on.
Oh, please let me see it again.
Sada.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
Just let my manager go to the back. I got you. With a free one.
Oh my. Yo,
bro.
Masuda Jiu-Jitsu.
You saw the interrupt on the armor? Eli the Curry.
Going to grand finals. Wow, what a showing right there. He definitely learned from his mistakes at the top of the winner's side in this top 8. narrowly losing to Stupendous, and you know, he made it back. He got his run back. He got his revenge, and now he's got a shot to win this week's Wednesday Night Fights.
Boys, we're on to take it. And one of the great things that I want to point out about Eli the Curry's play is that mid-range game. He knew where to stand with his buttons. He knew what to press, and he knew when to go in. And that's really important, that the gear switching, right? Am I going to go aggressive? Am I going to stay defensive? Those things are the big stuff right up here.
Right. And it's really just a matter of, you know, character matchup, you know, the character matchup, and then once you see how your opponent is, and also momentum based, right? Like we talk about having momentum and having life lead. Like you can have momentum without the life lead, and like that's where we see those huge life bar comebacks. It's a little bit in times it's good to play off of your momentum and be sort of unsafe and do things that you wouldn't normally do, just because it's going to throw your opponent off, because they're used to a certain rhythm that you've been putting out. They're used to you playing a certain way. So when you just flip that switch, then it takes them a while to adjust. Now, then the test becomes, do you know when to flip the switch again and go back? After now they're playing more frantically to try to counter you, and now you completely stop doing all those things, and they're looking for it, and now they've forgotten to look for the other things because they're fishing for your aggression.
That's right. I mean, that's one of those things where like it's super dangerous, especially to do that against a character like Zangief, right? Who you saw with the CA putting the big damage on deck. And you got to be careful about doing those things against a character that can just pump out that damage. Right. And you got to make the right decisions, the right calls. But that's Eli the Curry, staying smooth. He's solid on the mic and then on the sticks. Like he's got a long road ahead of him, right? He's still in losers. So
yeah, that's true. He's gonna have to win best of 5 twice if he wants to be your Wednesday Night Fights champion this weekend.
It's going to be difficult. It's a hard one to call right here. Going against Luigi. Running that Guile flavor today. All American, all the time.
Last week's winner. Now, yeah, last week's winner. Let's see if he can be dethroned.
What's up with Eli the Curry? All he's saying he doesn't want any of the zoning game to go on. Command grab after command grab. But that bar is holding overhead whips the command grab a little bit too obvious. Hold up for dear life.
About the V-skill early against this opponent. Let's see if that's going to be significant later. That could be part of his early conditioning. Oh, what a big drop there.
No! He rose to the heavens and ascended to hell. The crush. Eli taking advantage. Man, that's one of those things where like you have. Oh, what a statement! Start the round with the air grab, and that gives you like a deep, like great position. You'll see them take that option. This is one of the things that Guile has a ton of anti-airs, right? He's got a ton of different anti-airs for positioning. That's one of the great ones right there, because it'll put you back in the corner and put enough space so you can drop the zoning game or use enormous. Uh-oh. The other Curry going in.
All right. Now Luigi going. I was about to say, he seemed to be giving a lot of ground, it's like slowly but surely, but now he's started to move forward again.
The domination.
Throw things out, make your opponent go around them, and punish whatever they did to get around.
Oof. Backing off from this pressure, the reversal, I like that. You don't really need trigger.
He's insistent on not doing command grab. He is trying to condition. He's trying to condition Luigi so hard right now.
Did you forget about that? The Sobai, the flip kick.
Oh yes.
You cannot tech. You cannot tech against a man like God. I'll make it punish every single time. Luigi, in on it right now.
Yeah, we spoke about new players picking up fighting games during this time. So that upside down kick from Guile, it actually reads him as airborne. So when he does that close to her, he can't be command grabbed by her. So Eli also knows that. So he's not being very careless with the command grabs. That could be why every time he's doing lightning, he's going in with elbows and not command grab.
Yes, sir. Eli going in right now. Activation. It's going to happen now. EX. Trying to keep the pressure. I like that. Follow the fireball. Where did he go? Yo, EX, and that's good. He's got the health to play. He's got the health to risk it. He's gonna do it anti-air crouching.
Guy's protected.
Listen, this character you cannot jump in on. This person you cannot jump in on.
Yeah,
the anti-air games have been on point, right? Like, this is a character where there's so much control that comes from Guile. You have to be able to use it, right? You saw the air grab. You saw, the command normals coming out. In some cases, against, like, when you're fighting Guile, you gotta watch out for sweeps to catch the jumping, right? Guile can command a lot of the space, especially the air. So as Eli the Curry, you gotta think about that. Man, I can't jump in on this guy. I gotta play the ground game, but it's very difficult. You saw the fireball game and just the general aggression from Luigi.
Ooh, and the jump in right there. Round start Sonic Boom is not uncommon. So round start jump is you have to, if you're going to punish a Sonic Boom, you have to jump as soon as it comes out, not after you see it. And that's exactly why round start worked there.
Dash up, crouching medium kick, backing off. Mario DB with the smoothness right now, but gets it. Like the Curry's buffer. Ooh, you gotta be careful with those jumpers, but there's a crush counter. Mario building a little bit of that V-bar. You see that gauge rising. And he could use that on V-reversal, right? Like, so if the Curry gets game plan going, it may not matter because V-reversal may come out. So you gotta think about that. Eli the Curry's gotta start blowing those V-reversals. Thinking about those. Oh, we're trying to go for the EX. Stuff.
He's one, but he's not using the combined booms to fight these charged lightnings.
Yeah, I think he might be thinking it's too risky to deal with it being too active getting jumped in on, but it doesn't matter. Boom loops on this side. Yeah,
I like it. Sonic Hurricane.
Yo, that's the max up right there. That's the max up right there. Max amount of meter, optimal usage, optimal spacing for the V trigger. Mario DB also switching up his stuff. You saw before a lot for the using the V bar for V reversal. He's using for V trigger. The Curry has a lot to adjust to.
Yeah, I mean, when he's playing a very good round defensively, he won't really need it for reversal. Like here, he's probably going to be looking at using reversal, and unless he gets out of the corner with the cross up like that, evens the odds. That was
a drop and a button right after. He getting the better of that sequence there, but he with the command grab. Yo, you thought?
Oh no, he was
for the reset. That wouldn't have been enough to kill this yet. He's like, listen, you might be in chip range, bro. No dip. Never mind. There's that crush.
Two games.
This is looking long. This is looking real long.
That's what she said. Sorry, I'm sorry.
We're professionals, sir.
Listen, I'm 12, and what is this?
We're going into the finals. We're professionals out here, sir. Nah.
Yeah, we are, but we're all kind of. I'm going a little insane from being in my house for so many days.
I think we all are, but I think we all get a little loopy. Speaking of loops, though, Luigi.
You see?
Yeah, you might see. We're all going loopy here. Yo, switch the names. Come on. But here we go. I like this pressure from you. Game in the mid-range game against Guile. Can't let anything come from his character. Back to mid-screen and
very
nice
explosive for me, like a Curry here.
Yo, you'll take that trade any day off the medium punch, right? Any day of the week, you'll take that trade.
Round 2. Fight.
And I like this. I like the aggression from the Curry, but now Mario DB, what has he got in store? Like, that can be sent by a good EX flash kick back to mid-screen, but there's a back throw. Okay. I like the weight too.
Oh my God!
Another one. Yo, another one. Kick. Yes, sir. We got another throw, and we can go for chip. Anything he wants right now.
Yeah.
Yo, have it your way, Mario. About. Yo, Bravo, take his walls. What's in his walls? What's in your pocket?
Eli.
What's in your pocket?
Staying alive. But I cannot believe for Mario, it's like you said, he had a full stick of butter. He could have just Sonic Hurricaned in the corner for the chip, and that would have been the round.
That's the thing. It's a mind game. That's what makes these games so complicated, because it's like, if I spin this bar and I mess up, like,
how do you mess up Sonic Hurricane?
What I mean is, like, if I if I don't spin this bar right, like if I whip it, I'm out of all this meter, right? I don't have an EX option to get out of all this.
How would he have gotten out of the Sonic Hurricane on Wake Up? Other than
reversal, I don't know. I'm just trying to give you like some credit here.
No.
Big something.
I will not allow it.
Yo, he's not allowing him to get out and jump out of this in the airspace. Like Luigi's air throws have been on point every single time.
Upside down kicks too.
Everything has been, especially this round, has been on point for Luigi. Ruling the neutral game here. They're trying to go for low for the fireball.
Yeah, he thought she was gonna dash in.
EX flash kick. Oh, he thought he could answer him on the other side. Throw game. And the courageous waiting for the overhead. Yo, open up like a can. He said, "I'm hungry. I'm trying to cook here."
Yo, that was the simple shimmy. Keep it simple, stupid.
And I like that, the Curry also went for a slightly later to wait for the EX flash kick. Had it came. Staying a little bit more solid, but also putting a little bit of aggression in the mix, just adding to the game plan like a chef who's out here cooking. Mario already in the corner. The grab, take the trade, doesn't matter. He's still in the corner.
Guile is and has always been comfortable in the corner. We're very at home there.
That's true, but you have the Curry plays his game right. He can back off whenever he wants. It doesn't matter though.
Yeah.
Back though.
Yeah. That was his problem, that he didn't. Maybe he should have. Oh, what a boom! Questionable.
With a big dot. Here we go, Luigi though. Answer it back. Boom loop. Flash kick.
Okay.
How's he gonna use the rest of it?
He's not. He's not. Oh!
Backing up EX to knock him down. Try to meet him in the sky. Sit back down.
Oh,
yo,
what
was that? You thought he was dashing in? Eli's not that type of person. You thought he was gonna dash in. Eli is not that type of guy.
No reason to make hard reads like that in that situation. He did so well to come back in that round and put himself in a good position. Like, oh man, that was just yikes. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Check his armpits. I think he's stressed. All right. I bet you the pits are soaked. He's stressed. And to be honest, I'd be stressed too. The way that Eli the Curry is playing, it's a mix of this aggression and backing off. We saw him not back off from the back throw or whatever, but just to be able to get the domination back on the Curry, that's surprising. Now this is either game point for Luigi or it's the reset. Flash kick. Okay, Luigi on him again with the outside. He is mad.
Okay. Hit him with the Kompeki.
Sir, that's Luigi again. Match point. But this isn't the end, though. The Curry is not a person to put down easily.
At all. Just as quickly as that happened for Luigi. This is tournament point for Luigi. Oh, wow. Didn't go for the grab that time.
The grabs the Curry went for the EX one, staying in there. Ooh, hands on the boom. A little bit of damage.
There we go. We see the V skill coming to use. Finally. I guess he remembered that he has that now. Oh my gosh. He definitely tried to grab there. He's probably upset. He's like, what the heck?
I want to end this now. And if I were him, I'd end it now too.
No, I mean, I'm saying Eli the Curry was supposed to be teching right there. The fact that he got the grab, Luigi's probably annoyed.
Oh man, Luigi is mad. Look, he's mad. He's playing piss right now. Upside down kick. Oh, you just him. Yo,
activated in
the right side. Is he gonna do it? Yo, good blocks. Good V reversal. Luigi's backing off the fireball.
He tried to get the activation with the EX boom, the speed of it, and the trade for the victory.
He'll take that 80th day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday, Luigi is your champion of Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition this week for the second time.
Whew. And boy, what a last game. That was, Eli is so terrifying. I really thought we could have seen a reset. Like, even when he's losing, it's like, man, Luigi might lose this. It's like, what?
Like,
even when Eli's losing.
But you saw that with the aggression, with the power, the speed that Eli was playing. Luigi was like, hold on, man, hold on. You get a little spicy, bro. But again,
he breaks.
Strong stuff by Luigi. Again, just a champion, absolute champion with that guile play.
congrats to him. You know, you gotta find the paid while we're all trying to wait for these unemployment checks.
We all rubbing our hands, licking our lips. You know, that's how it is.
But yeah, great stuff to Luigi, as we've already said. Thank you so much for Alex Valle for running this, being amazing on the ones and twos remotely. You know, having me, reaching out to me to commentate all the way here on the East Coast, you in the Midwest. That's what I was saying in the beginning. What I really love about these online tournaments is that we really get to work together and really show that it's for the scene, even though we can't be in the same room.
We're all together, online, offline, whenever that happens. We're all together, and I'm glad that we're all together to watch this great Street Fighter V action. But this isn't the end of the fighting game amazingness that we're gonna have tonight. We've got Granblue on the way, so stick with us. But for
I'm definitely gonna be here watching that. And why don't you guys go ahead and give us a follow? I just like follows. I don't know. I'm not even gonna promise you anything. So
I can only promise you pictures of my beautiful dog and spicy meat. That's it. But yeah. So,
all right. I keep giving you the.
I was gonna let you hand it off, but okay, fine. I'm St. Cola.
And I'm Zerk.
Good night.